Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Got room at the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
He'll keep it himself. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Got it in the middle. It's Restrepo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
At the 22. Second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll turn to Martinez. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And if I'm the running back, I'm like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Alabama, number 81.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
The returner brings it out to the 32, and the Alabama offense will take over.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Buying some time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And sometimes the best defenses get a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Breaks the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Hurricane! Now they'll line up. And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And it works. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He unleashes a long one. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. From the gun. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's third and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. In the low percentage play, the onside kick bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
That makes the score Alabama 23, Miami 14.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Number 22 with the carry.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to fire to the left. And he holds it in at the 25. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Ward. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And it's complete. He is denied short of the end zone as the 2-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the...
Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And back to the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 29, Miami 20.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll run the option. The pitch. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Ward. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is... You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be.
Your Auburn
Be in the end zone.
take over 1st and 10.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped at the 25 after a foul.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being a broadcast.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Wants to throw. It's Thorne. He's right on target. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Getting some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with...
Going for it all. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Just a tremendous play to wrap up this 1st quarter for the offense. Boy, that'll give you some options as we start the 2nd. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown tie.
Touchdown, Alabama. Number 2.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Coleman. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Auburn lines up quickly. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Fires and picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They keep attacking through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Thorne. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Auburn. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Might be looking to run. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to pass on second down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Running to the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So important, keeping those new downs coming, getting that first down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Caught. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on his 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football. Especially.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. With the ball spotted outside the 35, the holder will kneel and give his kicker a shot from 53 yards out and a chance to win. It's good! A booming kick to win the game! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's a big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Moving away from pressure. Wide open downfield. Can anyone catch him? You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's fourth down and 1. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. It's complete to the right. And the Wolverines get enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Running back goes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. He's off to the races. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the returner will try and field it. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. He'll fire to his right. And that pass picked off. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking and make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan 17, Alabama 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He fires it out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Shotgun snap on third down. Unleashes one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wolverine. Look, a lot of time left. There's a...
GG good night stream.